you haven't got anything I can recycle, have you?
How do you make money for nothing?
Wow, look at that.
The answer could be hiding in over 20 million tonnes of household waste thrown out by us every year.
Well, don't get rid of it too quickly. This stuff looks amazing.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I'm a passionate maker, buyer and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I make new stuff out of old stuff and I sell it for a profit.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers...
Don't know what to say.
Did you drag it here behind the truck?
She can transform her finds into desirable...
It's enormous.
Valuable...
Isn't that fantastic?
and hopefully saleable items.
It's just giving me goosebumps.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Thank you very much. Marvellous.
It's a beautiful day for throwing out your rubbish in Whitley in Surrey. The local recycling centre here is buzzing with bin bags. And wherever there's a skip, there's Sarah.
You might like going out shopping. Maybe you go to the cinema. You might even go to an art gallery. But for me, if I want a really great day out, I come to the recycling centre. It's fantastic.
Whatever floats your boat, Sarah. If you're thinking of raiding your local tip, don't. Sarah has special permission to be here. She must find 3 items she can do up and turn into dosh.
I think I could really clean up round here.
You'll have your work cut out in this place. Perhaps Colin will brighten your day.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry to disturb you when you look busy.
Busy?
I like the look of that.
Yes, an old artist studio easel.
Is it yours?
It is mine, yes.
Do you paint?
I do, yes.
Yeah, funny that.
Oh,
But
fantastic.
I've got a later version,
Okay.
as you might say, and this one's just standing in the garage, in the way, as all things in the garage are.
So have you had it long? Was this yours from you?
It wasn't mine from you. It was from a previous garage clearance, in fact.
Artist Colin's old easel has been well used, but is it sturdy enough to be used again?
There.
It's just a lovely vintage version of what I see coming out of shops today. So I think it's really attractive and definitely there's some potential to give it a new lease of life.
That's one fold-away find for Magpie Moore, and she's looking pretty chirpy.
Excellent.
the thing
Well,
going.
I will
There we
say
are.
that is a lovely thing for me to find here, and thank you so much for letting me have it.
Bye-bye then.
But what will Sarah do with it? Any ideas, Colin?
I can imagine it being, when it's clean and nice and oiled or whatever, making quite a nice lamp, perhaps, out of it.
A lamp, not bad. So what is the master plan?
I'd like to paint you a picture about exactly what I'm going to do with this. I have no idea, but I do know it's beautiful, it's handmade, it's beach, it's got some great vintage quality, and that normally means there's money to be made out of it.
For Sarah, there's one designer with the vision to transform this easel. Say hello to Daniel Heath. Daniel is a designer maker who can turn his hand to almost anything. A wallpaper and textiles designer by trade, he produces everything from bespoke furniture to high-end furnishings.
My designs are inspired by lots of different things. I like to storytell with the work, and I like to explore narratives through fun imagery. You see them evolve as you're creating the design, but printing them makes them a reality, and it makes them into a product, and it makes them into something that somebody else will enjoy as well. I'm really, really privileged to be able to do that. To carry on being creative is a great honour.
Well, Daniel, you'll need all of that creativity, as this easel has even Sarah scratching her head. One item down, 2 still to find. although Sarah seems to have given up on the searching and has gone straight for the money.
No fivers.
What?
All yours. You can recycle that.
I need fivers.
Get your head back in the game, as Anthony could have item 2 waiting for you.
Oh, wow, that looks old and lovely. Hi there,
It is. Hello, hello.
What?
It's a Z bed.
It's a real Z bed, isn't
Real
it?
Z bed, which has been in the family a lot of years.
Does that mean it was yours?
I don't know if I ever used it. It was for guests.
Okay. Everybody had one, didn't they? Everybody had
Yes.
Z beds. But
Yes.
I don't know what we do now. What do we do now?
Well, it folds up. It makes a useful dressing table top.
Fantastic. Well, I bet it's quite heavy, isn't it?
It's not bad without the mattress.
The Z bed was a staple of the British home in the 1940s and 50s.
What do you do? Legs first, or?
No, legs come afterwards, so straight down there.
It's a bed that doubles as a table. They don't make them like that anymore.
Beautifully designed. I'm slightly thinking it'll only ever be a Z bed.
A Z.
But it has potential, and if not, it looks comfortable.
Yes.
Comfortable with springs like that? You've got to be kidding.
Can I take away your Z bed? And,
hope so.
and be back in touch if I can?
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you.
Well, at least our Sarah looks pleased. Anthony, what do you reckon she's planning?
A Z bed is an unusual item, which may limit its possibilities of changing it.
Ain't that the truth?
Ultimately, I'm not sure what she'll do with it.
Well, I'm hoping this Z bed sleeping days are over, because this needs a brand new look and a total makeover if it's going to make any money. I'm thinking it should be something cool, something stylish, and something that one of my very talented friends is going to have to help me with.
For Sarah, there's only one man for this job. Meet King of Wood, Norman Wilkinson. He's been making furniture for more than 25 years. No matter what Sarah throws at him from the tip, Norman always comes up trumps.
Oh, the stuff you get from the tip, some of it I'm thinking, what are we doing? But, you know, yeah, it's great fun. I mean, and also when you turn the weird and wonderful ones into something great and they sell it as well, and then someone's going to love it, I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
And there isn't a day that goes by when making furniture doesn't take Norman to his happy place.
I enjoy my work. I think if anyone enjoys their work, it comes out in the piece of furniture because, you know, you love it, and then it hopefully reflects when someone buys it that they can see the love that we've put into it. You know, it's a joy to get up and come to work in the mornings.
You might not be quite so joyful, Norman, when you clap your eyes on this old bed. Two down, one to go. This time it's something Sarah can work on herself.
Sort of tempting, aren't they? You never know what's going to be in one of those boots, do you?
No, you never know. But Alex's boot has potential loot.
That looks like a sweet chair.
It is a great chair.
Had it long?
I have had about 7 years. My pride and joy.
And you've fallen out of love with it?
Yeah, and unfortunately the springs have broken, which makes it not
okay.
particularly comfortable anymore. And I tried to get somebody to repair it.
Right.
But unfortunately it was too much money to repair. Cheaper to buy a new one.
Well, I'm really glad that you couldn't find anybody, because I'm looking for stuff like this. And you have a footstool as well
And I
that
have
goes with
a
it.
lovely footstool that goes with it.
If it'd be okay to take both those things away, shall I come and find you to show you what I've done with it?
Yes, that would be great. I'd actually like that, thank you.
Fantastic.
Nice one, Sarah. Alex, what do you think Sarah's got planned for your saggy seated combo?
I'm sure she's going to upcycle it and give it a new lovely home.
That's the plan.
Well, it might not be vintage, it might not even be antique, but it is definitely cute. It's got a style all of its own, and it is absolutely right for an update.
Update. I think you might mean overhaul. Sarah's tracked down all three items. Daniel will be pondering on this artist's easel. Norman will be right out of his comfort zone with a 1940s Z bed. And Sarah will be earning her stripes fixing up a burst armchair and footstool.
Well, I am loving the items that I found at the recycling centre today, but I'm going to love them even more when they turn a profit.
Walthamstow in East London with that good old East 17 postcode. It's where Daniel dreams up his award-winning designs. But can he turn Sarah's old easel into some fine art?
Working with these pieces often gives me sort of license to be more creative, do something a little more left field, something a bit different from what I've done before.
That's just what I wanted to hear.
Well, it's a lovely artist's easel, but transforming it into something else, I don't know what you do. I've seen people put TVs on it. I'm just hoping Daniel's got some bright ideas of making that into a moneymaker. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Really well.
An easel. It's a big one, though, isn't it? It's not like one of these little flimsy jobs.
Do you want to stand it up and see how it works? It does all sorts of weird... Yeah, it's like a deck chair.
It might seem a bit cumbersome today, but wooden easels like this were a game changer for 19th century artists, as they could go anywhere with them. Perhaps Constable painted the Haywain using one of these.
Okay.
Did that get you?
It did.
Careful, Daniel, we need those hands.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's great. It's substantial. I'm just trying to think, you know, what else could you clamp in it?
I've seen flat-screen TVs in them.
Although, yeah, I don't know if I want that risk.
I'm with you on that one, Daniel.
But maybe we could do something so that it kind of still looks like this, but it's reinforced in some way, so that it doesn't wobble and it doesn't move around. And then you could put something on it, either a mirror or shelving or something like that.
I can see it being a very saleable item if it's got a proper big dressing mirror in it, something substantial like that.
And then perhaps somewhere to hang an item of clothing.
How about a man stand?
A man stand?
A man stand.
Shaving kit,
Yeah,
stuff.
that's good. Yeah, little shelf, little like brass shelf or something sticking out so you can put your man stuff.
Man stuff? Like a set of jump leads and an oily rag?
Suits, cufflinks, ties, moisturisers. This is a modern man, obviously.
Yeah.
Ah, like me, you mean?
Love it. How much?
It's going to depend on what accessories I go with, but I think it's probably going to be about 200 quid.
200 quid, well spent, I think. I think it's an original idea. I think it's very now, and you've got the perfect bones to create something original from it.
It's going to be good.
Go crazy, won't you?
Yeah. Well, I want it to be sophisticated.
I'm going to leave you with all of those lovely thoughts.
Okay.
Call me when it's ready.
Cheers, Sarah. It's an easel, so it's going to be nice to make it into something else. And, yeah, I think getting all the accessories and bits, it's going to make it into something fun for someone's home.
You said it, Dan. I can't wait to see this man stand.
It's a great idea. Maybe a little bit of a niche market. I think Dan's going to make it fantastic.
At £200 for labour and materials, this easel will be reborn. But will it bring in the bucks? For Sarah's next stop, she's come to the village of Hellingley in East Sussex. This is where wood wonder man Norman works on his wonderful wood. And so what has Sarah brought him? Metal. Ugh.
Do you think Norman heard me coming? I'm going to go and get him and see what he thinks of my Z bed. He's going to love it.
I'm not so sure, Sarah.
Look. No, it's here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, this one.
Give me a hand in with it. Don't be rude.
I'd never be rude to you.
Why do I doubt that? I can see you're falling in love with it already.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. You do come up with some stuff, don't you?
I've had a couple of ideas. One of them was, like, turn it upside down and use the frame to make a fold-out table. Because you've got a 6-foot table on a frame with no legs.
Oh, he's not liking that one.
Or the other alternative, because it's got wheels on it, and I have been known to mention this in the past, but I'm quite partial to a cocktail.
Not a cocktail, Karen.
Cocktail trolley. Is that possible?
Everything's possible.
Cocktail trolley? Has she gone completely mad?
Yeah, why not? What, with little umbrellas?
Yeah. Only problem is, this is a bit ugly, and I think a cocktail trolley needs to be a bit pretty.
Right, we're going to have our work cut out today, aren't we?
I think you can have work cut out, your metal cut out, the wood
Everything.
cut out.
Let's get rid of all that lot.
Right. Yeah,
I think,
good start.
well, this lot's going to have to go as well, isn't it? Because it really isn't doing anything. Obviously, we'll take the top off because
Right.
it's not very glamorous, is it, for a cocktail cabinet?
Okay.
What about if we open this out, fix it,
Right.
put a back on it, and then we could make something, a box, and put a lining of some form, zinc tin, to hold it, fill it up with ice, champagne. Fantastic.
I love that idea.
We'll try and do posh but rustic as well. We'll clean it up and just keep it in that natural state.
So I'm looking for a first-class drinks trolley. Is it a first-class price?
Well, we'll give you a first-class job. We'll try and do it for $4.25.
I think that's a genius interpretation of a simple trolley idea. 425 quid? I don't care if I make money on it or not. Go for it.
Bit like me then. Well done, you. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Cocktails, dear.
Yes.
Looks like even the thought of champagne has made Sarah giddy, as she's agreed to really splash out.
Every so often, you have to take a risk on something. £425 on a Z bed. I think that drinks trolley is going to be amazing.
We're going to have to use some imagination to get it to where we need to. But I think this is going to be one of the most challenging projects we've done, really, trying to turn a Z bed into a champagne trolley that's going to be saleable.
It's a risky £425 to reinvent the Z bed, but if anyone can make it saleable, it's Norman.
Come on, Robbie, this way, come on. Coming in?
In the beautiful South Downs in West Sussex, Sarah is heading to her barn to start work on the stripy armchair and footstool.
Well, this chair and footstool, they're not normally my cup of tea. They're a bit too modern, a bit too smart. But I've got this lot, and this definitely is my cup of tea. I've got some lovely vintage fabrics, beautiful old tweed coat.
A tweed coat? Have you got a hat and scarf for it too?
This seat has got a really nasty spring loose in it, so before I can make it beautiful, I've got to make it comfortable.
Now, I should point out that Sarah's not a trained upholsterer. Her area of expertise is the outside, not what goes on under the cushions.
That really is scary. I don't know where the springs are.
Good start.
I do not want to undo that webbing. If I undo that webbing, there is a world of pain coming.
How about instead of going under, you go after the big bulge on the top?
Just the last thing I want to be doing is cutting this material off here because I really need the structure of this chair to stay the same.
Well, it's either that or you stay with a bumpy rump. Here goes nothing.
Ah, that's the problem. Look, it's a really cheap, badly put together spring set, and that is forever going to cause problems because they're not tied in, they're bouncing all over the place, and they feel really uncomfortable. So I think that should be put aside, and I'm going to use the padding and the bits that are in the footstool to build up a lovely, comfortable base to the chair and just rest it on that webbing.
Using the foam from the footstool makes for a really cosy, comfortable seat. But if it's longevity you're looking for, you can replace the springs with a new spring set for around £15.
Oh, that's so much better. It's really comfortable now. Hey, here comes the exciting bit, though. I've got vintage fabric to put on this to make it look lovely. It's going to be a bit of a task because I'm reclaiming some of it from an old coat.
And that old coat has come from a charity shop.
I absolutely love this Harris tweed. It's such a beautiful, old, well-made fabric. I want to keep a little bit of detail of the coat, but I don't want it to look like it's been draped over the chair. That's a good bit, though.
To keep everything safe, Sarah has added a special fire-retardant cloth under the tweed.
Just using the edge of the seam of the front of the coat here to provide a really neat edge.
Sarah has positioned the fabric of the coat so that the buttonholes are down the side of each arm. Clever.
Definitely want to make a feature out of these things, otherwise they're going to look like they're just holes in the fabric. And I've actually got the pocket here, which I'm going to leave in. Maybe you can put the remote control in there.
A pocket in an armchair. That is out there, Sarah.
I think this might actually work.
Sarah spent £50 in fabric for the chair. If she somehow makes this thing desirable, she could stand to make a fair bit of profit. Back in Walthamstow, Daniel is getting to grips with the easel, or should I say man stand.
We've got this artist easel. We're going to turn it into a man stand. A man stand is basically going to be like a man's dressing station. So we're going to have a mirror on it, and we're going to have a place to hang a jacket, maybe somewhere to put your watch and your tie, a little accessory shelf as well. So hopefully it's going to be quite a quirky little sort of bedroom accessory stand.
In the old days, your Edwardian gentleman would have had what was called a valet stand to hang his suit on. But your modern man, well, he needs a mirror, of course. Daniel's making a back for the mirror out of plywood for mounting on the stand. Good luck with cutting that circle out.
I have to get it roughly into a circle, and then I'm going to use a massive disc sander to bring it to a nice smooth edge all around the sides.
Ah, so that's how you make neat circles out of plywood. Daniel's got some serious machinery in his workshop. I'd love a go on his sander.
OK, so I've just cut this to size. I hope the mirror fits. Ah, spot on. This is going to go up on the easel here, somewhere. I imagine we might try and make it off-centre, or maybe central. Not entirely sure yet.
While Daniel reflects on that, he's got to clean up that easel. Great, are we going back to the big sander? Oh, just a small sander this time, but good for doing fine detail. To get into all the corners means dismantling the whole thing.
Yeah, I hope I can remember how to put it all back together.
Yeah, me too, Daniel.
Once we get it back to this all over, and then we put a really, really nice hardwood oil on it. It'll bring out the grain, bring out the colour, but it'll be really, really consistent, and it'll look really, really good, I think.
A beautiful finish will give it that cool, sophisticated look that Daniel's aiming for. But how do you make this plywood mirror mount look just as good?
OK, so we've got this piece of wood that's going to be the back of the mirror. It's going to be exposed because it's going to be attached to the easel. I quite like the grain on here, but I don't think the colour's going to be good for what we're doing, so I think we should stain it or we should paint it.
Daniel is testing out a dark wood stain on the spare bit of ply to see if it works for him.
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I think that could be nice. I think I'm going to go for it.
Daniel is using a wood stain rather than paint to help the grain of the wood show through. Remember, when using a wood stain, to always brush the same way as the grain. This makes brush strokes less noticeable.
The stain that we put on this, we might put on other parts of the easel as well, like the shelf or the hanger. That might be in the same stain, so we have a bit of a mixture of different wood colours, but just keeping it quite sophisticated.
Well, I'm not seeing sophisticated just yet, but Daniel's got a real vision of his concepts, right?
I like to think that the man stand, trademark pending, could be a common thing in the bachelor pad, but, you know, I'm thinking it's more kind of James Bond.
It's a bit more odd job than James Bond at the moment. Let's hope he can pull it off. Back in Hellingley, Norman is getting to grips with the reality of the Z-bed, becoming some sort of drinks trolley.
We are going to make it into a champagne trolley. We're going to use oak, and let's see where we go. So I have plans in my head, but this is going to be one that I think I'm going to be making up as I go along.
Flying by the seat of his pants. Go on, Norman.
Yeah, we'll take the top off first, and then it'll help me get to the springs.
Norman only wants the actual bed frame to work with, so all the springs have to go.
I suppose the good thing about it is I can always have a kip halfway through, can't I?
There's no rest for the wicked, Norman. First to go is the old wooden tabletop. Next to go are the springs. That actually looks like fun.
It's great. You can take your anger out on it, and if someone's upset you during the day, you can think it's them, can't you?
Steady on, big fella.
Right, that bit was this is going to be the first bit of the structure, so we're going to obviously use that for the top. I think we're going to take this bit off and lose this bit. I think we'll get the drill and the saw, and then we'll try and take this apart, drill it out.
This bed is around 70 years old, so the only way to get it apart is with brute force.
Bingo. Right, throw that bit away. Another bit.
Next to be chucked are these little metal wheels. Oh, I can feel a drill or a hammer coming on. What's it going to be? It's the drill.
Bingo. I've taken these off another job, so I thought one day they'd come in handy, so this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to plug that with a piece of wood, get a nice piece of wood, and I'll glue it in. And then once it's gone off, and then I can drill it in, and I can put that in and glue that in as well.
So put that in, and that in. Fantastic. What about the rest of it?
Got a nice bit of oak. We've already cut it to size, so we're going to just pop it into the base and then go from there.
Oak is a really dense hardwood which has good resistance to things like stains and scratches. Great wood for a champagne trolley, I reckon.
Bit of brute force nigglements always helps.
That's one shelf well and truly in. Now for the tabletop. It's safety glasses and big powerful saw time. He makes that look easy. And in the blink of an eye, Norman's made an oak tabletop for his trolley. And what's next?
We're going to put a piece in here all the way round. We're going to have this as the front. If we get this in, and then it'll start really taking shape.
I'm glad, Norman, because all I can see is an old Z bed with a shelf in it. With our makers busy overhauling the first 2 tip finds, we're going back to West Sussex to see how Sarah's getting on with her armchair.
I've got as much of the coat on as possible. It's covered a fair bit. I'm going to do the arms and the inside in this lovely houndstooth.
Sarah started with a striped armchair and footstool. The fabric was frazzled and the seat was too lumpy to get comfy. But now it's been completely made over with a mixture of vintage fabric in on-trend carnival colours. The small embellishments like these buttons leave just a hint of that coat made from hand-woven Harris tweed. And the new padding made from the now discarded footstool makes it a real treat for the rear. It's compliant with all UK fire safety regulations, and I have to say, I had my doubts about this one, but now I absolutely love it. Time to grab the old pipe and slippers.
I've popped a little bit of floral into the seat. I've used absolutely as much of that old coat as possible, and I'm really pleased with its lovely tweed feeling. Hope it'll find a nice new home.
Let's find out. It was at Whitley Recycling Centre that Sarah spotted Alex.
That looks like a sweet chair.
It is a great chair.
Alex had spent 7 years with his trusty chair and footstool,
My pride and joy.
but he was reluctantly saying goodbye.
The springs have broken, but unfortunately it was too much money to repair.
Alex was chuffed that Sarah wanted to transform his saggy seated combo.
I'm sure she's going to upcycle it and give it a new, lovely home.
2 became 1 as Sarah used the footstool to help revamp the chair. She shared pictures of it online, and it wasn't long before it was snapped up by a private buyer. But is there a profit for Alex?
Well, unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch up with Alex to talk about his old striped armchair, but I'm really pleased to say that I've got quite a bit of profit to send his way. In fact, I've got £170 here, and that's going straight to him.
Sarah spent only £50 on materials for the chair, and she sold it for £220, leaving a healthy profit of £170 for Alex. Well done, Sarah. In East London, Sarah's come back to Walthamstow to see how Daniel's getting on with the artist's easel.
So, the man stand is almost ready. Occasionally I'll go to just tighten a nut and I'll realise it's still wet. So we're pretty close to time on this one.
Ready or not, here she comes. But will Sarah be impressed?
I think she's really going to like it. I think all the materials have come together really well. So, yeah, can't wait for her to see it.
Well, I'm here in a very busy Walthamstow, coming to pick up my easel tip find, and I'm hoping Dan has turned it into something super saleable.
Daniel started off with an everyday wooden artist's easel. Now it's a dressing stand for the modern man. Daniel has sanded and oiled the original wood, added a useful shelf, and there's even a coat hanger at the back. Perfect for your suit jacket. The crowning glory is this magnificent mirror, which Daniel had etched with one of his signature bird designs. Stunning. This might be repurposing as art, but will this hipster furniture stand up to Sarah's expectations?
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
I'm really well, how are you?
Good to see you.
Dan, it's a fantastic thing.
The man stand is here, yeah.
Wow, it's really neat. And is that the vintage mirror you've got?
It's not. I just bought a new piece of glass and vintagified it. I did the etching on it.
Daniel created this design, then had it etched using a laser engraving machine.
I think it's inspiring stuff, and what you've done. And I love it.
Thank you.
Sarah's certainly feeling the love, but is she sensing a profit?
It's come out looking very sleek, but how's the budget been?
We used as much of the original thing as we could. I just got a standard size piece of mirror. Spray paint, oil, that was it.
So 200 quid, are we in?
Yeah, we're in. Thank you. This one was quite challenging for me because the easel is such a kind of simple contraption and they're really, really common. I wanted to do something interesting with it and I'm really happy how it's turned out.
Well, I was expecting a practical man stand, but I think Dan's delivered something really beautiful. He's groomed that easel into something that is going to turn a tidy profit.
At Whitley Recycling Centre, Sarah ran into Colin throwing out an old artist's easel.
Do you paint?
I do, yes.
Colin had a newer one, so had no use for the old one.
This one's just standing in the garage, in the way, as all things in the garage are.
But he did have an inkling of how to reuse it.
I can imagine it making quite a nice lamp, perhaps, out of it.
And once Daniel got his hands on it, the man's stand was born. The beautiful etched bird caught the eye of this barber shop in Glasgow. It's not hard to see why. Owner Stephen thought it would fit in perfectly with all things manly in his quirky shop.
Well, it's quite good for us as barbers, so we've got a stand to put all our products on, but I particularly like the etching on it because our logo is actually a bird.
Time for Sarah to take flight over to Hazelmere to show Colin what happened to his old easel.
Hello there.
Oh, hello, Sarah.
How are you?
I'm very well. Nice to see you.
And to see you. You were dropping off a lovely old artist's easel when I met you. Did you wonder what we might do with it after you took it away?
I did, yes. I mean, the thought of it just being another easel, but nicely sort of presented, was one thought that occurred to me.
Well, actually, I did have a few thoughts about it, but in the end, I took it to Walthamstow to a great guy called Dan, who's actually a surface pattern designer. So I've got some pictures to show you what he did with your easel.
Yes.
Here it is.
Oh, my goodness. That is lovely, isn't it?
He has turned it into what we have termed the man stand.
Right.
It was supposed to be a...
That's so appropriate today, isn't it? I mean, men spend a lot more time in front of the mirror.
It is our mission, having had things made, to sell them. And your man stand has gone to a lovely barber's from Glasgow. So I have £60 here for you as well.
Wow.
For your old easel.
Thank you very much indeed.
That's an absolute pleasure. Have you got any idea what you might spend £60 on?
That's going to the kidney research, UK kidney research.
OK.
And that's what I'd like to do with it.
Oh, well, that sounds like an amazing thing to do with. Thank you so much for letting us have it. Goodbye, Colin. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now.
Well, it was lovely to catch up with Colin again, and I bet he didn't see a man stand coming, but I think he approved of what we made of it, and I'm so pleased we managed to make a bit of profit for his charity.
Daniel charged a total of £200 for his work and materials, and the man stand was sold to the barbers for £260, leaving a pleasant profit of £60 for Colin's chosen charity. Over in East Sussex, Sarah's back to see the transformation of the Z-bed. And it looks like Norman's got something on ice for her.
It's the most craziest thing I've ever had to do, really. But we have done the best of our ability, and I think it's turned out really well.
Well, I've traversed Sussex to pick up my transformed trolley, and I'm hoping it's going to be serviced with a smile and drinks all round, because a grumpy Norman is not a pleasant sight.
Sarah left Norman with this rusty old 1940s Z-bed. Now it's an absolutely fabulous drinks trolley. He's made a luxurious light oak tabletop with sunken ice boxes to chill your bubbly. All held within the original metal frame, complete with bed springs to give it that sense of history that comes with a vintage wine. Pass me the bubbly, darling.
Oh, hello.
Hello, you. How are you? You all right?
Norman.
There we go.
That is one on-trend trolley, isn't it?
You've got 2 lots of champagne. Oh, we've put glass in there, but you've got 2 lots. Got storage underneath, got the glasses, and even a drawer for your bits and pieces, your umbrellas.
You've given it some class where it was really lacking.
I mean, we've used oak this time, and we've kept it very light. So it's a bit of a modern with the old, so it's a bit of a twist on both counts.
The old Z-bed has been completely reconstructed, but some clever touches mean it will never be forgotten.
You move round the back.
Oh, no.
We kept that bottom, so that's for your tea towels, and then we put the springs in the back there to help hold it and just to remind everyone what it was.
Well, I think you've just kept all the good bits out of it.
Yeah.
And you've given it some lovely little casters as well.
Yeah, changed the casters. We didn't repaint it or do anything because I wanted to try and keep the history of it being a Z-bed and the label and everything, so we just cleaned it up and lacquered it, and yeah, I think it works.
I think you've done well, because that was a tricky thing to transform. It is a trolley with class. Go on then, hit me with the money, because it was just over 400 quid, wasn't it?
It was, but we went a bit over budget this one.
Really? Yeah. Go on then.
Yeah, we got it to 800, I'm afraid.
You didn't?
No, 425, well.
Of course, Norman kept a budget, and Sarah's pretty impressed.
I think that you've created something out of nothing, and that's an achievement. And it's full of alcohol. What more could you ask for?
Fantastic, yeah.
Come on, Norm, let's...
That's nice.
Sun's out, let's take it outside.
I thought, what am I doing, taking it on? But as we got into it and everything, it turned into a really great project. And I actually quite like it, so I hope there's someone out there will love it as well. And I'm really pleased that Sarah liked it.
Well, it certainly goes to show you snooze, you lose. If I hadn't picked that up at the tip, we wouldn't have this fantastic drinks trolley. I think Norman's done a cracking job, and I can't wait to let everybody else have a look at it.
At the Whitley Recycling Centre, Sarah ran into Anthony, who had some old metal in his boot.
Oh, wow, that looks old and lovely. Hi there,
It is, hello.
For Anthony, this was a bit of family history.
It's a real Z-bed, isn't it?
Real Z-bed, which has been in the family a lot of years.
Sarah thought it had potential,
Can I take away your Z-bed?
Yeah, thank you.
but Anthony had his doubts.
Z-bed is an unusual item, which may limit its possibilities of changing it.
But our Norman knows no limits, and after a wrestle with the metal, he produced this champion champagne trolley. Its unique vintage styling grabbed the attention of Nicole.
Oh, fantastic.
She bought it for her mobile catering company, We Are Lollapalooza, to serve the bubbly at their chic events.
Yeah, I'm liking this. The metal and the wood combined gives it a unique look. I like how they've still got the springs kept on it too. Yeah, really like it.
A happy buyer means Sarah has popped over to see Anthony to give him the good news about his old Z-bed.
Oh, hi there.
Hello, Sarah.
Well, you've been in the wars?
Yes, hip operation. Came out yesterday.
Oh, really? Oh, well,
Yes.
Thank you so much for seeing me.
My pleasure.
Well, I said I would be in contact with you about your Z-bed. Did you wonder what might happen to it after you took it away?
I did indeed. I expressed surprise, and because I know you've got your experts around the country, but I did wonder what on earth they could do with this one.
Well, you'd be pleased to know, lovely Norman, who is a great, normally go-to guy for woodwork, said, I'd love a challenge. Let me have your Z-bed. And I've got some pictures here to show you how it turned out. So here is your Z-bed. It now looks like that.
Ah, I see. With a top and drawer and, and a drinks cabinet. And,
Drinks cabinet, yep, and he's got all sorts of little features in it to hold the glasses.
I love it. I love the wood. The
solid-
choice of wood, yeah.
Lovely solid oak on the top.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely going places. In fact, it's going all the way up north to a catering company. And something to celebrate too, I've got a little £45
Wow, I mean, that's...
windfall there for your Z-bed. So that's for you. Are you happy to take that?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. That's probably £45 more than I thought. So it's very good, thank you.
As you weren't expecting that, can I put you on the spot and say what might you do with it?
Probably go to charity, I think.
Well, that sounds very generous. Thank you so much. I wish you happy convalescence.
Thank you, Sarah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
While the Z-bed is still going places, and it sounds like the £45 is going somewhere very special too.
The drinks trolley cost £425 for Norman's labour and materials, and the catering company bought it for £470, which left a profit of £45, which Anthony will be giving to charity. I'll drink to that. Sarah saved 3 items being discarded at the dump. Instead of going to waste, they were renovated, revolutionised and reinvented.
Well, with the help of my friends, we've managed to save stuff from the skip and turn things into saleable, stylish items. And handing over a bit of money for nothing? Well, that is a real bonus.